Kingsley Uchegbu has details.
The two-day capacity strengthening workshop held in Benin City, the Edo State capital, facilitated by Okomu Oil Palm PLC, centered solely on oil palm production and associated value chain.
So all of this is trying to build a strong system to ensure that the farmers have access to the right information, the right input, how to use it, and overall is to see that they're able to improve their productivity.
Communication Officer for Okomu Oil Palm PLC, Mr. Fidelis Olise, disclosed that credit facilities would be provided for 500 trained farmers to encourage them to increase their output through high-yielding varieties.
So we are partnering with PIN to help us develop the communities in terms of empowering them. As you can see what we told them, livelihood program and many other things, so that they'll be better off.
Peace Building Manager of Foundation for Partnership Initiatives in the Niger Delta, Dr. David Udofia, said peace remains a veritable tool for growth and development in the Niger Delta. Udofia said that only in a peaceful atmosphere that progress could be attained.
This program, we are going to enrich, and we have tried to enrich the capacity of the people within the community to have the understanding that when there is a disagreement, it should not escalate to violence. There are ways of managing this misunderstanding so that peace can still reign in the community. And that's when we talk about sustainable peace.
Beneficiaries said the sensitization workshop would help to enlarge their scope and create opportunities for communities and farmers to attain their full potential in the oil palm associated allied sectors.
The program helped me to understand the importance of partnership and collaboration.
The Okomu partnering with host community. They have come to teach us on how we can improve in our agricultural practices.
Kingsley Uchegbu, ITV News.
We'll take a pause for some commercials to stay.
The land of Owa is inhabited by the people with common ancestry, language, religion, economic and socio-political ties. However, irrespective of their subtitle differences in language and
professional builders in Edo State have been urged to ensure proper client engagement, satisfaction and effective management of construction impact within the built environment. The charge was given at the Night Investiture Award and inauguration ceremony of the Nigerian Institute of Building Edo State chapter, held at the Victor Waifu Creative Hub in Benin City. Joy Obaisiagmo has more.
The Nigerian Institute of Building is a value-driven professional body for builders and prospective entrants into the building profession. Speaking at the event, the president of the institute, Builder Daniel Bimbola Kolade, represented by the keynote speaker and general secretary of the institute, Builder Chinasa Jonathan Wankete, highlighted the critical role of builders in developmental control. He emphasized the need for strict adherence to best practices and professional standards in the industry. Also speaking, the director of Planning Permit, Edo State Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, Town Planner Nosa Asemuta, stressed the urgent need to address the activities of quacks in the construction industry, noting that effective regulation of unqualified practitioners is essential for safety and sustainability.
These allied professionals collaborate to bring the built environment to life and existence, from design to construction and beyond.
The chairman of the occasion, architect Uwagbo Ikpomosa, urged the members and stakeholders to sustain their support and cooperation, noting that collective effort remains vital for the industry's growth and long-term success.
I urge the incoming ESCO to put this at the back of their mind. You are coming to serve. You have to serve well.
The event climaxed with the inauguration of the new chairman and executive committee members of the NIOB Edo State chapter, alongside the presentation of awards to astounding individuals for their contributions to the growth of the institute and society at large.
I sincerely thank the leaders of Nigeria's Edo State chapter for the confidence imposed in me.
I feel very happy being inaugurated as the vice chairman.
This is a task that is very important. We have to make sure that Edo State NIOB is taken to the next level.
The ceremony attracted several dignitaries, including His Royal Highness Oyahume Edenoje Ogwamelu III, the Onoje of Oria, as well as professional builders and architects from across Edo State. From Benin, Joy Obaisiagmo, ITV News.
The celebration of life of late legal luminary Barrister Emmanuel Inabonamuna featured a colorful blend of social dance and entertainment as family members, friends and well-wishers gathered on Saturday in honor in Benin City. Donald Emien reports for the event held at Crown Heights Event Center along Country Home Motel Road reflected gratitude for a fulfilled life of dedication to service to the nation.
High life music performed by renowned international musical artist Influence Akaba. Dance and heartfelt emotions fill the air as guests at the celebration of life of late Barrister Emmanuel Inabonamuna took to the dance floor to honor a man many described as selfless and dedicated. The event brought together children, relatives, and associates of the late solicitor and advocate of the federal government of Nigeria, who passed on at the age of 77. Some of his children and family members paid great tributes, describing him as a pillar of integrity, discipline, and commitment.
His core values were truth, principle, and hard work, and nothing more pretentious.
He was a good man. He was a very kind man. He was a father that could go to any length just to ensure that his children are good.
My late father was a great man. Right from a young age, he told us that discipline and hard work can take you anywhere you want to go in life. He never believed in shortcuts.
I've missed a colossus. Indeed, it's a loss to every one of us.
He was open-minded. If there's anything, he faces it and trash it out.
Epitome of calmness, calculation, and an astute, wonderful personality.
The Omoviye Theatre Troupe was also on hand to add color and cultural flair to the celebration. From Benin, Donald Ehiminyen, ITV News.
Edo State Police Command has declared one Lucy Ayewon missing. In a statement signed by the Police Public Relations Officer, Edo State Police Command ASP Eno Iko Edem, the woman Lucy Ayewon of number 25 Power Line of Dumais Road off Sapler Road, Benin City, left home on the 25th of January 2026 to an unknown destination. All efforts made to trace her proved abortive. The statement adds that Lucy Ayewon is 72 years old, fair in complexion, about 5 feet tall, without tribal marks, speak Asa, Igbo, Hausa and English language fluently. The statement adds that anyone with useful information about the whereabouts of Lucy Ayewon should kindly contact the nearest police station. Following the closure of Onitsha main markets by Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo, the market leadership has agreed to stop observing the seat-at-home order on Mondays as earlier directed by the state government. It specifically expressed willingness to comply with the governor's directive that they begin operations every Monday, but highlighted logistics and security challenges. The statement by the State Commissioner for Information Law, MEFO, said the chairman of Onitsha Main Market, Chijioke Opalogu, gave the assurance when the governor hosted the traders. The statement said Opalogu pledged that traders would begin Monday operations in alignment with the visions of the One Anambra. Also, the traders' leadership presented several requests to ensure a successful transition. Their demands include provision of proactive security to protect traders and customers, ensuring motor parks are fully operational to attract buyers from outside the state, and decisive actions against individuals who benefit from or treat the seat-at-home order. And in Oyo State, 7 suspected members of an armed bandit gang, including the alleged mastermind, has been arrested in connection with a deadly attack on the Old Oyo National Park. The Oyo State Police Command confirmed this to newsmen. The command said the arrest followed an intensive intelligence-led operations after the armed bandit attacked the park's Oloka area in Urire local government area on number 6 and on the 6th of January 2026, killing 5 people. In a statement, the police public relations officer, DSP Olayinka, said the armed bandits reportedly arrived in large numbers on motorists armed with sophisticated firearms and launched a violent attack on forest rangers and other personnel at the Old Oyo National Park office. It said following the incident, the Commissioner of Police in the state, CP Femi Haruna, ordered the immediate deployment of operational assets to the area and directed the command monitoring units to take over the investigation. The police added that the assailant's main goal had been to forcibly free members of the armed banditry syndicate who had earlier been arrested and were in custody at the Forest Guard for various criminal activities within the national park and adjoining communities, which it successfully did during the attack. Governor Francis Nwifuru of Ebonyi State has imposed a curfew in a Musiri community from 2 p.m. to 1 a.m. Earlier, following the boundary crisis that led to the killing of 4 persons of Okpojo village in Oso Eda in Eda local government area of the state, Nwifuru directed that all government amenities in Amisiri, including schools, both private and public, but disclosed that the immediate effect and that all teachers and tutors be posted to all their schools and communities outside Amisiri with immediate effect. The governor also said he announced that after the emergency meeting of the Ebonyi State Security Council held at the governor's office, Century Street, Abakaliki, said the council advised the government of Ebonyi State to immediately dethrone all traditional rulers in the Amesiri clan or communities. The government also agreed on the advice of the council and dethroned 2 traditional rulers. The letter of their dethronement will be issued to them soonest. Former presidential candidate of the New Nigerian People's Party and national leader of the Kwankwasia movement in Kano State, Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, says he still feels like it is a dream the defection of Governor Abba Kep Yusuf, his estranged godson, who he helped to install in office, as well as son-in-law to the All Progressive Congress. Kwankwaso said another unbelievable happening in the governor's alignment with the political campaign for former Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje. The state of the NNPP and the future of the Kwankwasia movement. In his first detailed media engagement on BBC Hausa service since the faction of Kwankwaso, expresses shock, disappointment and confidence that time will expose the consequences of Yusuf's decision. He said his estranged son-in-law came to him with unjustifiable reasons for his defection, who asked if the beliefs Governor Yusuf will regret leaving the NNPP. Kwankwaso expressed confidence that this time will reveal the consequences of the decision, stressing that Governor Abba Kefi Yusuf and that those who followed him will eventually regret abandoning the NNPP. Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project SERAP has sued the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited over its alleged failure to account for missing or diverted oil funds totaling 22.3 billion naira, 40 billion naira and 14.3 million pounds and 5.2 million euro. The suit followed allegations contained in the 2022 audited report by the Auditor General of the Federation, published on September 9, 2025, filed late Friday at the Federal High Court in Abuja by SERAP's lawyer Oluwa Kemi Agumbade and Valentina Adegoke. The organization is seeking, amongst others, an order of mandamus to direct and compel NNPCL to account for the alleged missing or diverted oil money. SERAP is also asking the carried out in respect of the alleged missing or diverted funds, including details of disbursements, contractors, and others individual who collected the money. Meanwhile, the date has been fixed for the hearing of the suit. And now turning to business, experts has warned that as data protection compliance becomes non-negotiable with enforcement for breaches, indications are that focus will be on high-risk industries like fintech, healthcare, to mention just a few. The data pro Ademike Adesoye said in Lagos over the weekend observed that from available information, breaches can result in several penalties imposed by the Nigerian Data Protection Commission. He explained that from major data collectors, fines can reach up to $10 million or 2% of annual gross revenue, whichever is higher, along with potential imprisonment. He said smaller organizations face fines of 2 million naira or 2% of annual revenues. And at entertainment, Tanzania star Juma Jux and Folix have described Night All African Music Award AfroMan as a major driver of global visibility for African creativity, as industry stakeholders met at Dar es Salaam to review the impact of the award on the region's music industry. The award-winning artists shared their views during the media and tour stakeholders meeting at Palais hosted by AfroMan's International Committee, which brought together artists, regulators and music executives and the media to examine opportunities created by the award and how East Africa can better harness them. Speaking on the event held at Auburn by City Blue Hotel, Dar es Salaam, Tanzania Juma Jukes, winner of the East African Artist of the Year Mill at the night Afrima, described the experience as career-defining. He says winning Afrima changed a lot for him, adding that people who never spoke to him now reach out while being on stage, watched in over 84 countries, giving him a new level of visibility and responsibility. He also called for a stronger partnership between platforms like Afrima and government agencies in Tanzania, noting that when industries and institutions work together in hand with platforms like Afrima, artists benefit more through exposure, training and acknowledgements. And now to sports. Carlos Alcaraz won the Parsons Australian Open final to become the youngest man to compete the career Grand Slam, ending Novak Djokovic's latest attempt to land a 25th major title in the process. The 22-year-old immediately collapsed on the court in celebration after clinching a 2-6, 6-2, 6-3, 7-5 victory in Wimbledon. Spanish world number one Alcaraz struggled in the opening exchange as Djokovic used all his onions to dominate. Alcaraz found more rhythm following the baseline and outlined the fourth seed of the claim in the seventh major title. In only the ninth man of the win all four Grand Slam tournaments, the Australian Open, French Open, Wimbledon and US Open, and the first since Djokovic in 2016. Alcaraz winning means Djokovic waits to break his tie with Margaret Court for the most Grand Slam single and title award. And with that story on sport, that's on the Network News. I'm Olui J. Uihokai. Do have yourself a blessed night rest. Bye for now.
ITV, certainly the best.